So Tottenham Hotspur have just lost by 3-1 to Manchester United at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in what was an absolutely disastrous performance. Disgraceful performance. I'm fuming, I'm frustrated, and I'm gutted. I'm disappointed, but most of all, I am staggered. I'm staggered at how those players, right, those professional football players, right, for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club can go out there and put in a performance like that in such a crucial game, such an important game for the rest of our season, a game that is season defining. We win this game, we're right back in there for a shout for top four. If we draw this game, maybe top four is still on, but if we lose this game, top four is going to be harder than anything we've ever achieved at this club. But what happens, right? Dr. Tottenham back at it again. As I say, we go out there, we score in the first half, we concede 3 in the second half because of disastrous defending, woeful defensively because we had no creativity in midfield to get another 1 or 2, as I say, into the back of the net of the Manchester United goal. Absolutely disgraceful, woeful defensively. Dr. Tottenham back at it again. I'm staggered about how those players can go out there and put in a performance like that, right? So sloppy, so sloppy. Defensively, we were all over the place. Nobody was positionally aware. I'd say Eric Dyer was all over the place. He had a great first half, right? Don't get me wrong, Eric Dyer was one of our best players in that first half, but he comes out in that second half absolutely woeful, disgraceful from Eric Dyer. Doesn't know where he is, he's covering the wrong man constantly, and Joe Rodon then has to cover for Eric Dyer's mistakes, as I say. Joe Rodon loses his man because he can't track him down too quickly, as I say, because Eric Dyer's already lost his man, and it goes to cost us 3 goals. That same mistake. Eric Dyer losing his man, Joe Rodon having to cover for Eric Dyer, as I say. Manchester United put the ball into the back of the net 3 times, and bang, we're 3-1 down when we were 1-0 up at half-time. Absolutely disgraceful, right? Disgusting performance from these professional football players. But I'll tell you what, right? Jose Mourinho, the questions have to be asked. The questions have to be asked about Jose Mourinho taking an attacking approach to this game, right? First half, absolutely phenomenal. The first half, we were absolutely brilliant. We were fantastic. We were attacking, as I say, we were creative, brilliant on the counter-attack, basically giving United a taste of their own medicine. They tend to counter-attack away from home. We were the ones counter-attacking them. They didn't know how to deal with us, as I say, because we didn't suit how they planned out the match, as I say, and we dominated them. We absolutely dominated them in that first half. We kept possession, as I say. We conceded the goal, which is disallowed. It's fine, as I say. And if anything, that motivates the team more. We go out there, Son with a fantastic goal, as I say. Yes, it was a Lindelof mistake, but Moore puts it straight into Son, as I say. Good teamwork, and we're 1-0 up. We head into half-time, right? Heading into half-time, very confident, brilliant first half performance, absolutely fantastic, phenomenal in the first half. And what happens in the second half? We absolutely throw it away. We throw it away, right? 3 really good goals in all fairness by Manchester United. The first one from Fred, really good finish, I'd say, by Fred, but no one marking him. Absolutely no one marking him. And guess who his man was meant to be? Moussa Sissoko, who for some reason came on in the 60th minute for Giovanni Lo Celso, right? Our one creative midfielder, when our main issue in this game was lack of creativity in midfield. I understand he wasn't having a good game. Take him off for Lamela, but no, we take him off for Sissoko and bring on Lamela in the 80th minute for Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura, our best player over the past few weeks. Lucas Moura, one of our best players. Jose Mourinho has lost the plot when it comes to substitutions, in my opinion. And the questions do have to be asked. The questions do have to be asked of the tactics in this game. Taking a negative approach in the second half for no real reason when taking an expansive and counter-attacking approach in the first half was working. Why do we always do this against the big teams? Against the smaller teams, the likes of Fulham's, the Fulhams, the Crystal Palaces, but the Burnleys, we absolutely thrashed them. We play attacking football. Why don't we do that against the likes of Arsenal, in that game that we lost 2-1? Even Dynamo Zagreb, where we got absolutely thrashed 3-0. Why don't we do it in this game? And it's another case where the players go out there, they're lazy, they're sloppy, they let the manager down, but the manager has brought it upon himself. The manager's brought it upon himself by his substitutions and his team selections, right? When is this manager going to learn that Eric Dyer is not good enough for Tottenham Hotspur? He is not good enough for Tottenham Hotspur, right? Imagine this. You got a best friend, right? You got a best friend and you invite him round. You invite him round, for example, basically to play on your Xbox or PS4. So you invite him round, or her. You invite him or her round, as I say, to play on your Xbox or PS4. And what happens? They punch you in the face. They punch you in the face. They leave. You have an argument. But what happens? You invite them back again. You invite them back again and you expect them to change. You expect them to change. And what happens? They punch you in the face again. For the third time, you invite them once again back and they punch you in the face again. It's very similar to this Eric Dyer situation. Every single time he gets put into this team by Jose Mourinho, he's going to let Jose down. How can Jose not see that this player is not good enough? Yet he consistently plays him over Toby Alderweireld, right? Who by far is our best defender, by a country mile is our best centre-half. Yet the only reason he is not playing is because of Jose's stubbornness, and he doesn't want to, right? How stupid does this sound? He doesn't want to come out to the media and basically, say he's wrong. He doesn't want to come out and basically prove that he's wrong. He doesn't want to play Toby Alderweireld because of that whole training dilemma, I say. That whole thing where Jose Mourinho lied about Toby Alderweireld, basically, not turning up to training when he did turn up to training, as I say, and now he's not playing. He's not playing because apparently he didn't turn up for training. That just shows him being stubborn. He doesn't want to play him, as I say, because he wants his point proved. Similar to the Japhet Tanganga situation. I love Tanganga, but he's not a right back. Granted, he didn't play in this game, but he's not a right back. He is not a right back. Japhet Tanganga is not a right back. He's a centre-half. Yet Jose Mourinho's stubbornness, right? Moussa Sissoko has publicly come out. He publicly came out 1 month ago. And what did he say? He says, we're not being taught to attack. We're being taught to just defend, and players are having to rely on the old Pochettino style when it comes to pressing high and attacking, right? Because all Jose Mourinho's coaching them to do is defend, right? I understand Jose's, branch of football is defensive football, and it's worked for so long. But this manager has to realise it's not going to work game in, game out. This is not Serie A. It's not a tactical league. It's a league where anything can happen with many fantastic top-tier talents, as I say. And anything can happen against any team. Any team can turn up on their day. That's why it is the best league in the world, in my opinion. Yet Jose Mourinho is so stubborn to sticking to this defensive football. And he believes, and his reasoning for it, right? His reasoning, I believe, for sticking with defensive football is this is the branch of football that got us to top of the league earlier in the season. It got us to top of the league, but then teams started to figure us out. Then teams realised our tactics, right? But what happens? You continued playing those tactics. You continued playing defensive football, and teams kept on figuring us out. So what do? We changed it to expansive football, right? Brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant move. We win 5 on the trot, as I say. We beat Wolfsburger, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Wolfsburger, as I say, both Wolfsburger games, and also beat Dynamo Zagreb in the first leg. So we play attacking football, but yet 2 big games come up. Arsenal and Dynamo Zagreb. And what do we do for the big games? We take a negative approach for no reason whatsoever. When an attacking approach has been working so well, and teams have figured out your negative approach for football, as your defensive style. He plays it against Arsenal, he loses. He plays it against Zagreb, he loses, as I say. Then it's international break after that, as I say, after a 2-0 win against Aston Villa, where we changed it up a little bit. But in my opinion, it wasn't the best performance. It was just really good defending from the players on the pitch, as they knew the manager's job was on the line. And we come back from the international break to play Newcastle United, a real fresh Tottenham Hotspur. And what do? We take a negative approach, right? We take a negative approach. We play expansive early on, and then we sit back. And this seems to be the new thing. Play attacking football in the first half, sit back in the second half. That's what we did against Newcastle. It come to cost us. Hence the fact we left St James's Park with 1 point. We done it today and got absolutely blown out the water by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm embarrassed, right? I am embarrassed, and I cannot seem to understand this manager. This manager has lost the plot, calling out players for not turning up to training when they've obviously turned up for training, when a video has been uploaded to the Tottenham Hotspur YouTube channel showing them training on training day, as I say, showing pictures of them training. What type of sense does that make? He's so happy to call out players, and this is what confuses me as well, right? He still believes that calling out players will make everyone change. He still sticks to that, right? And it worked. Yes, it worked very much like defensive football. It worked many moons ago, as I say. But, as of recent, at Manchester United, he called out the likes of Luke Shaw. He called out the likes of Eric Bailly. He called out the likes of even Marcus Rashford at the end. As I say, he called out these players. And what happened? They didn't change. Solskjaer comes in. They do change. And it's the thing that keeps on happening with Jose. It's the same thing that's happening now. He's taking hints of the likes of, calling out the likes of Sanchez, you know, making little digs at him, basically without saying his name, but you know it's the likes of Sanchez and Lamella who he's talking about, and he makes these little digs, these little comments, and expects these players to wake up from that. It doesn't work like that, Jose, and I don't believe he's got the modern gist of football. We went out there today, got absolutely destroyed with an embarrassing performance, defensively all over the place. Credit to United because they were quite good today, but disgraceful performance from Tottenham Hotspur, and that may well be top 4 over. But nevertheless, this has been the video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and as always, come on, you lily whites.